Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Brian. I am the horror show host, and today on another edition of The Scoop Loop, I have some shoutouts to give as well as horror movie updates and also my channel updates. So let's just dive right in. Let's start off with the shoutouts like last time. We have Luke from Confused Reviews. He doesn't show his face. He's a cartoon drawing that reviews movies. That's his slogan. And he goes really in depth with the editing, and he's really knowledgeable about the movies. He's a really good channel you should take a look at. Really. And I highly praise him. He's also a good friend of mine, so that's a bonus. Next up we have Daryl Hook, who likes to do unboxing videos, is a big Todd Sheets fan, as am I, but he's even bigger, and he does kill count videos too, which I call plagiarism. Just kidding. No, I do body counts, but I'm not the first one to do it, and I'm probably not going to be the last one, so you're all good, Daryl. But his channel is called Mr. Meat Hook, so take a look at that. And last but not least, I have Leo Ridgway, who runs a channel called The Geek Legion of Doom. He's one of my earliest friends on this channel. He does movie reviews, and he posts trailers for movies that come out. He loves creature features as much as I do, pretty much. He's a really infamous reviewer in terms of getting his name on boxes and stuff. He had a quote for 47 Meters Down, and that made it onto TV, even though they spelled his channel name wrong. It's still a nice touch, and doesn't hurt your channel either. It would have been more helpful if they said, Geek Legion of Doom says, but they just kind of went like, put that plastered on the screen. But regardless, those are my 3 shoutouts for today, and next we go into the horror movie news. What Swamp Thing Season 2 was going to do was something very, very horrific. That stuff got canceled, and I am bummed, but at least it's coming to Blu-ray and DVD in February of next year. So, well, I mean, Doberman recently told Comic... Hello?
Hi, yeah, this is Monica, and...
Goodbye. Season 1 is very much like a movie. It has a beginning, middle, and end, and is one story told over the course of 10 episodes. And what I liked about the comics is that there's like werewolf in a hospital and things like that. So we would have had episodes like an anthology with standalone stories. Then Doberman continued, the swamp is very much the kitchen sink of supernatural terror. And as you know, you can go into different subgenres of horror with that, and I was really looking forward to exploring that in Season 2, and getting into some of the more twisted horror tales from the later comics. It just would have got weirder for people who don't know the character. Season 1 was really telling what Swamp Thing was all about, but Season 2 is going to be more about getting into deeper, twisted, weirder, and gross ideas. And, damn it. I mean, darn it. That's messed up. We would have had something really cool, nasty, and like a horror anthology. What the heck, DC, canceling that show? I don't remember who canceled it exactly, but I think it was the DC Universe that canceled it, which really stinks. Yeah, bullcrap. We've also got a new poster from Fantasy Island. It's just a skull that's basically the island, but that's not a bad thing. It actually looks like a cool poster. I love how it transitions to the open mouth underwater. It's a very cool transition. We also have some behind-the-scene photos of Tremor 7, and it is very much so a beautiful location. I'm loving how it looks. It's set in Thailand, so you have this assortment of characters in this beautiful location. There's also a picture with Bert next to some fishing crates, or lobster crates, and I'm guessing he's off the grid in Thailand now because he couldn't take the desert anymore. He needed a change in scenery, I guess. But it does look like it's going to be a highbrow kind of movie. Hopefully it's a lot more in tune with Tremors 5 than 6, where it looks actually big budget and awesome instead of just cheap and rushed. And now the last piece of news I have here is that writer Gary Doberman still thinks Pennywise spin-offs are a possibility for the It franchise. And that's a good idea, actually. Really. Doberman has said that I do think it is possible. Anything in the Stephen King universe interests me, but there is only so much of the story we could tell in the two movies. There are definitely elements of the novel you could expand on and make it its own movie. It's just a question of whether or not people want to see it. But I do think it was on this planet for a very, very long time. And there's a lot of bloodshed and a lot of stories to tell, and I think you could do that for sure. It's a cool idea, just needs to be executed correctly. And now we're on to channel news. So, the reviews for next week are Sharknado 2, the second one. And I am pushing the Devil's Rejects review for next week, as well as Ju-On the Grudge, because Ringu is this week instead. And I didn't have the time to write, record, edit, upload my review for Devil's Rejects. So that's a bummer, but I hope to continue the Anthony C. Ferrante week, which has gone on for a lot longer than a week. But it will be done. I promised it would be, so ye shall have it. And now you are all in the scoop loop. I forgot to say that last time, didn't I? Anyway, that's it for this episode. Make sure to like, comment, and share this video, as well as hit the notification bell to be updated every time I make a new video. Like my Facebook fan page and support me on Patreon. Even $1 a month will go a long way in helping keep this channel afloat. And as always, subscribe.